Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Witch Crush Wednesday. I come here on live stream to honor some incredible artists and witches and people in our communities who I am inspired by. And I'm so happy with today's episode. I'm going to be bringing you a little bit of Reiki medicine, a little bit of Reiki magic. I'm going to be working with some flower essences and pulling a couple of tarot cards to do a little tarot spell with you all. And I'm doing a live unboxing. I'm going to show you the package here. I'm going to do a live unboxing of SunSong or Saewon Oh's newest flower essence, which is I'm really excited to share with you all. It's going to be Autumn Sage, and we're going to be working with that today. And I would love to hear from you all who are here on the live stream. If you feel that Autumn Sage and what it brings up for you, because I'm going to be taking a moment to really connect with the energy of the Autumn Sage. So before we get started, I also wanted to share that, I know that this is definitely a very difficult time. This is a time of a lot of change, a lot of transformation happening, a lot of anger, a lot of righteous anger. And it's also a time of a lot of things kind of being more fluid and flexible than they have been maybe in a long time. I've been incredibly inspired to see that so many different cities and states are actually starting to respond to some of the people protesting against police violence. And we are starting to see more and more abolishment and defunding of police activities. So, want to really dedicate this Witch Crush Wednesday episode to that continued effort, to the continued energy to really protect Black lives, and to also offer some alternatives to this violent police state system. Um, and with that in mind, one of the things I want to do is I want to drink a little bit of oak essence. And this is an essence that I made, and I'm almost done with it actually. So, oak essence, I've talked about it in my other live streams. I think it's incredibly important, especially in these times. Oak essence really helps us be in it for the long haul, really allowing us to kind of be in the victory, to be in the kind of the work that we need to do. Oak really fortifies you and gives you a lot of energy and resolve and resiliency. And so I thought, just to kind of imbue some of this energy, I'm gonna drink a little bit here. And I have here with me, and I'm going to be using this later. Hey Thaddeus, hey Boone, so good to see you both here on the live stream. Welcome. I'm going to be working with some pink calcite, and I'm such a calcite witch. I love calcites. They are so soothing, they are so loving, and they also really help us in expanding our awareness into um, as far as it can go. um, I really work with pink calcite a lot when I do Reiki work, because it is a powerful conduit and allows the Reiki energy to really move out into the world. So I'm going to be working with some of this today. And I thought, I want to share some of this oak essence with you all. Hey, Angela, so good to see you. Thank you so much. You are also glorious. I'm going to be putting a little bit of that oak essence on here. So I want to just see if you can all feel it. So if people can just take a moment, let yourself maybe take a deep breath inward. Yeah, it's been a long last few months, right? Just really feeling that right now. So I'm just adding a couple of drops here to this beautiful pink calcite. And I'm gonna just like rub this in. Really let it get all over this pink calcite. Sending that energy of resiliency, of strength, of fortitude out into the community, out into the web. Yeah, sending as much love as I can out into the web right now. knowing that there is so much protection needed, so much love that is needed for our communities, especially the Black communities. And I'm going to share later on in this Witch Crush Wednesday a powerful spell that I did yesterday with my partner Thaddeus and our beautiful cat familiar Exene. We did an incredible ritual by Bad Mama Gemma, and I'm going to be sharing about it later. But I definitely, as I said, this whole entire Witch Crush Wednesday is really dedicated to the massive transformation happening here where we are expanding our empathy and we are also calling for justice and change and transformation in our system. So, oh, hey, Faye, wonderful to see you here. Thank you for being on this live stream. So wonderful to see folks here chatting. Yeah, so let me know if you're feeling some of that resolve, some of that fortitude. I'm gonna, as I'm getting ready, do a little bit of Reiki energy here. Sending out waves of love and transformation into our communities. Yes. Oh, thank you so much for being here, Kara. Thank you for that comment. Sending out love also into this web, this beautiful web that we're all holding together. Yes, Boone, justice, feeling that justice as it is growing and emanating through us, as we are all calling for it, demanding it, asking for more justice. Thank you, justice, for being here with us, for being a part of our collective journey as we are feeling that justice just coming forward more and more and more. Oh my goodness, Boone. Thank you for letting me know that this magic is on the PCH. I am in Tulsa, Oklahoma right now and sending this magic all over the country. And thank you so much, Pink Calcite, for helping me transmit this energy. I love knowing that this is going all the way out to PCH, all the way out to the West Coast, to the Pacific Ocean, knowing that I'm also expanding into many other places. And I see there are 11 folks here right now, so would love to hear from people where you're from, where you're watching this from. Knowing as we're going to keep going into this, we're going to be also kind of continuing to work with some grid magic, working with this pink calcite. And as I said, I'm going to be doing an unboxing in a second of some of SunSong's incredible flower essence. Okay, so I think I'm back online. Thank you so much, everyone, for your patience. I am trying a new camera out today, and it is definitely taking a moment to get adjusted to my new computer. So I just went back to my old camera. So here I am, I'm back. Thank you so much again, everyone, for being here. If you're still here, let me know. As I said, I am doing a tarot pool that is a spell that I want to send out into the community. And the first card I pull is Finish Your Dream. So I really feel like that's a huge message that we are not done with this moment. We are still very much in the middle of creating our collective vision together. We're creating our collective dream. And I'm sure many of you are in that moment of creating a collective dream. We are all really envisioning what it could look like to live in a world without police, to live in a world that is just, that does not have racism, that does not have inequity. We're all really moving in that direction. And so I, definitely feel like we're finishing that dream. We are opening that dream. We're creating a collective dream together. And as I said, the first one that we got was a really powerful Finish Your Dream, really talking about how we are in a moment where it is really important to finish our dream, to finish our magic, and that we're all collectively co-creating and really finishing this dream together. So I'm gonna pull another card, and wow, the card that comes up is We Can All Read Minds. I'm just going to show that to you all. Yeah, so this is like the card of like collective magic, collective awakening, of tapping into the collective field. The spirits and the ancestors and the guides are letting us know that in this moment we are really acting as a unified being, as a unified entity, and that is so powerful that we get to co-create together and to really live that dream together. Especially with the combination of finish your dream and us being all able to read minds together, it really does speak to there being a collective moment where we are really tapping into each other. There was a moment yesterday where I had a thought, and I noticed someone actually ended up creating an art piece based on that thought. And so I think this really validates this idea that we are a collective consciousness, we're a collective being, we are collective magic. So really allow yourself to know that you are not alone, that you are part of a massive collective, and that is also going to help us birth and bring into our lives so much more creativity and magic. And so that's definitely something that I have a witch crush on. I definitely have a witch crush in seeing how people are being inspired to create right now, the things that are coming through for the collective. And speaking of that, I am so inspired by my friend Saewon Oh, who is an incredible herbalist and also a channel and artist. And Saewon has created the most magical monthly group meeting where we get to come together and we get to work and play with other plant allies, plant accomplices, and it's a monthly SSEER Institute. I've put a link in the bio, or sorry, a link in the description box. I'm not on Instagram, I'm on YouTube. I put a link in the description box if you want to check out the monthly meetup, and also if you want to learn more. And so I'm going to be doing an unboxing, and this is the newest potion that Saewon Oh of SunSong has sent out. This one is Autumn Sage, and I have not tried it yet. So I'm going to be trying it here live with all of you. So I'm going to do this really close to the mic so you can all get some of that ASMR magic. Oh, wow, it's so beautiful. Oh my goodness. So, wow. So this is a beautiful potion right here from Saewon. And inside here is an incredible SSEER lab. Welcome to the Flower Essence SunSong Earth Energy Research Lab. I'll read a little bit about what it says here. Thank you for joining us. Your participation supports the radical notion that one, Earth and all her beings have a consciousness, and two, the plants are our spiritual teachers. Yes, 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 yes. The plants are our spiritual teachers. Everything has a consciousness, and that is something that I love so much about Saewon Oh's practice. Is Saewon is such a divine channel for plants, and also a divine kind of celebrant of plants. And I've had the most amazing interdimensional experiences with Saewon in connecting with other plant kin, other plant allies, other plant accomplices. So I'll read a little bit about Autumn Sage, and then we'll have a moment where we can experience it together. So I'm really excited. And again, thank you everyone for all your patience. I see there's 7 folks here. Hey, Catnip and Cha, Nikki, and Karen, and Kara, and Angela. Thank you all so much for being here. So Autumn Sage is also known as Salvia Gregi, aka Cherry Sage. Red Chihuahuan Sage color is crimson red and magenta red, and it has a tube shaped and it's 2-lipped. And it originates in Mexico and Texas and lives mostly on rocky slopes. It's drought tolerant and blooms from spring to fall, often cultivated in gardens and highly aromatic. They're strong attractors to hummingbirds and butterflies. The flowers and leaves are edible, and can be used for seasoning or tea. And so autumn sage brings healing to our awareness and to our root chakra, the energy center related to our survival, our sense of safety, our connection to the earth and material reality, our sexuality, and our physical and sensual embodiment. So I'm going to take a moment here and I'm going to open up this autumn sage and I'm going to take a little bit. And as I said, I have this divine pink calcite that I've been working with. Yeah, so happy that you're here too. Thank you so much for joining. This pink calcite is going to be sending out the energy of this flower essence to the community, and I would love to hear from you all what you pick up, what messages the autumn sage delivers for you. So again, we're going to take a moment here and open this up. Thank you so much, Saewon Oh of SunSong, for this divine offering, such a generous offering. Again, I'm linking that in the description box if you want to get yourself your own potion with Saewon, and also join the Institute so you can join us once a month. Oh, this is so beautiful. Let me just show that to the camera. So it's always good when you get a new potion, a new flower essence, to really shake it up a little bit. Just get that flower essence active. And I'm just going to take a moment with that, sit with it. And as I do that, I'm also going to pour some on this pink calcite for all of you watching. Thank you for being here. So this pink calcite will send out the energy of the autumn sage into our community. So take a moment and just let yourself feel. Yes, feel the energy of the autumn sage. Maybe take a few deep breaths here. Ooh. Wow. Oh my goodness. I definitely, after taking that, notice like how much my mind was really focused on the production side of this video, and also focused on like making sure it showed up right, just because we were having so many technical difficulties. And I noticed that the autumn sage just like brought me down, just like kind of sat me down. So I'm definitely feeling that, like sitting down. I'm here. I'm joining you all. I'm back. I'm here in body and in spirit. And I definitely feel this sacred healing happening all over me, but really emanating from the bottom up and keeping me really grounded, really kind of solid here. So thank you all so much for kind of holding space and for letting this autumn sage move through us. It is moving through our web, through our community, really blessing all of us and bringing some of that root chakra medicine, some of that root chakra healing that needs to just be sent out to the whole world. So I'm also getting the message that there is deep healing that is needed to be had around money, around finances, around our feeling of security and safety, because so much of it has come from money and from class and from and from racism, because there's definitely been so much racism tied to money and class. So Autumn Sage is really here to help heal some of those deep wounds that are connected with money, with class, with feelings of security, letting us know that we can be interdependent, that we can really rely on one another and find safety and security not in money, not in the economy. We can find safety and security in one another, in our connection to each other, in our connection to the earth, to all the plant and animal kin of the earth, we can really find that connection. And so thank you so much, Saewon of SunSong. I am really feeling the blessing of this autumn sage, and I'm really grateful. I'd love to hear if any of you are feeling some of this energy. Again, I'm going to just show this pink calcite that is just sending this out into the web, into the ether, into the community. Please let yourself feel that energy. Let me know if anything comes through. Give you a little bit of Reiki sound here from the crystal. Just letting the vibrations, the frequency, the field of this crystal just emanate out into the community. Thank you, Saewon. Again, I've linked Saewon Oh of SunSong's information if you want to check it out. And I'm going to be also linking all the other folks that I'm going to be connecting with here today and looking at their work. Oh yes, safety and security in each other, definitely. Thank you so much for sharing that. Yes, we are really feeling that safety and security with each other. Yeah, so I'm going to be moving on to the next part of this, which I'm really excited about. I'm going to be sharing a little bit of amazing art by a wonderful friend of mine. Her name is Bad Mama Jamma, and it's there. If you could see, it's linked right there. Or I could say right there. I'm still kind of right there. Do you see? Yeah. So, Bad Mama Jamma is an amazing artist. She's also a witch. She's also someone who is an incredible advocate and has been sharing so much magic on her Instagram page. I've linked that for you all to check it out. One of the incredible things she did very recently was to ask folks to really center Black witches, to bring them to the front and center, to really hold them. And so many divine allies have been sharing this and really also centering other Black witches. And so I thought, just really inspired by her work, I wanted to share some people that I really love, some artists, some folks that I have a witch crush on, and Paulette or Bad Mama Jamma is definitely one of those people. I had the honor of performing a protection ritual for Black people yesterday with my partner and our cat Exene. We did this incredible ceremony that is available on Bad Mama Jamma's Instagram. So definitely recommend that you all check that out. It is linked in the video description so you could do it yourself. I would love it if everyone can create a protective ritual for Black people and to really offer some protection, because all Black people are needing protection. It is such a divine ceremony. There were so many tears and emotion yesterday as we did this ceremony, and I just wanted to show you all a photo of what it looks like. In the link that I've put in the description box, there is information about how you can do this on your own at home. Oh my goodness, Bad Mama Jamma is here. So good to see you. Thank you for joining us here on the live stream. Thank you so much for all that you offer and all that you share with us. It is such a gift to be connected to you and to be your friend and to really kind of witness your evolution and your divine kind of ascension, and also the way that you're really being so generous in your leadership and in your support. So I really recommend that you all check out her Instagram account. But this ceremony that we did, we got a Black candle that is very protective, and we also brought in some sacred mineral kin, some obsidian, some Black tourmaline, and there is this amazing Black jaguar that is made with obsidian that I was able to connect with in Mexico City when I visited recently. It was actually in Teotihuacan, where the sacred pyramids are. So this jaguar is really holding some of that sacred magic from the pyramids. And also my friend Lisa in New Mexico gifted us some sacred tobacco from the native communities there. And so we wanted to offer this sacred tobacco to our ancestors. There is some frankincense and a beautiful chalice in the back that is filled with water. And there's also Thaddeus and I, we didn't have any eggs, so we used some coconut to create a protective circle around the candle. And, you know, I really, really felt the energy of the Great Mother, of the ancestors coming forward and offering their love and protection, and really felt that field extending outward. And so, as I said, I would love it if all of you could do this ceremony, do it with a partner, with a friend, with a loved one, do it via Zoom, do it, well, actually not Zoom, do it via Jitsi, do it online with one another, in whatever way you can do it, because I really feel like this is the time. We are still in that dreaming, co-creating stage. We are still in the void. We are in this space where we are needing to co-create together. So thank you so much, Bad Mama Jamma. As I said, I'm linking the Instagram account below in the description box, so definitely check out her work, share her work, post it on your page, let other people know. And if you do this ceremony, also make sure that you, if you feel called to do it, that you post it and you share it and you tag her so that she knows that you're spreading the divine word of this protective ritual for Black people, which I'm so grateful to you, Bad Mama Jamma, for this sacred offering. And so I wanted to also talk about an artist who has been an incredible resource for me, has been really inspiring for me. Again, as I said, just really inspired to share some witch crushes here on Wednesday. And so this witch crush that I have is an artist that I learned about named Popel. His name also is William Popel, and he's this incredible performance, visual installation artist who I learned about when I was in my undergrad. And I'll share first the video that really kind of stuck out to me, that I really, when I first learned about him, and it's one of his most iconic pieces. So this is a short little video that I'll play here, and then we'll talk a little bit about it, but I'd love to hear what you all think about this.
What was going through your mind in this moment?
I was probably thinking, I hope I don't get hit by that car. Because of the height of what you are when you're crawling, all of the exhaust is right in your face. You get kind of high, and the noise is different. Sound is very different when you're close to the ground.
Was Times Square Crawl just down 42nd Street, or did you make any right angle turns?
No, it was straight. Yeah, I stopped when I encountered the policeman. I don't know if he's touching me yet, but his hand's very close. He's allowing himself to be close enough to me in a way that maybe if I was standing, he wouldn't. One of the hardest things was not judging it. Because people are constantly judging you when you do something like this. You're not supposed to do this. It's unhealthy, it's unsafe. To perform, you have to find power in being someone else. I would forget sometimes, mainly because, you know, I had relatives who I knew at that time were on the street. I decided to have a flower. That's part of the prop. And I had to figure out how do you keep a flower in one piece throughout a crawl? Yeah, I think I didn't think I was working hard enough. I knew I wanted to speak to people who may know nothing about art, but they know what flowers are, and they know what crawling is. And they know, if you were watching me on that day, you would know, well, it's fucking hot. And in New York, the street bakes. There was this generational struggle in my family to not be self-destructive. I couldn't solve it, therefore I needed just to enter the problem, to try to animate the lack, if you will. Well, Superman was introduced to me by my Aunt Jenny. I'd say that if there were two main religious things in my Aunt Jenny's life, one was church and the other one was Superman. I thought she was like really backwards, but when I was thinking about her love for this white guy and her commitment to him, And it stayed with me, even after I forgot about it. Somehow I landed on this next step of success. Instead of the suit, it would be the super suit.
Yeah, so, that is such a powerful piece to see someone crawling on the ground in New York, to see someone kind of being down on the street ground, and to really kind of move your body and also make people kind of be with your body. I think this is something that has really inspired me as a performance artist, as an artist in general. And, in 2015, I was actually able to go with my partner to go see one of his installations. And the installation was so powerful. It was at the Museum of Contemporary Art. And I have a short little video also that I want to show you, because you can kind of witness just how his art has transformed, how it's really evolved in the last few years. Thank you so much, Angela. Yes, the altar, I really, really, again, want to recommend folks doing Batman Majama's divine protective ritual for Black people. Thank you so much for your comment, Angela. I really had the most divine time doing that. It was very emotional, but also felt so good to really offer and to invoke the ancestors and the Great Mother. So this next video I'm going to show you, as I said, is kind of the evolution of Popel's work. And I saw this piece in 2015, and I think it's very relevant to today. So again, I'd love to hear what you all have to say about this.
I like this sort of, I like that objects in our culture, and maybe because we have so many of them, they start to take on qualities that maybe they don't possess. And the flag has this similar kind of, how would you say, animism about it, right? We bestow it this inner life. So I'm trying to take that seriously. This particular flag, this one out here, that one, I made it. We added one star. So that's my flag. It's not yours, it's mine. Only kidding. We share in the largesse, don't we? Yes, we do. An active enduring is something that talks about an ongoingness, but an ongoingness that has it's under stress. Like the flag is falling apart. Over time, the flag will simply open up like a flower. That in itself suggests a kind of aliveness. So I think the flag for me is sort of the it's a space. It's a space of disagreement and agreement. And that's what makes it a very interesting space. You have to honor it in a way that you wouldn't if it was a lapel pin. And you respect its power, which is what we're supposed to do with a flag, I suppose. But I think a number of Americans have been questioning their relationship, their coziness to this emblem. You know, a nation that decides that it is larger than justice, or a nation that decides that it is larger than knowledge, or a nation that decides that it's larger than its citizenry. You know, it's sort of like that mouse that believes because it can blot out the moon with its paw, that it is mightier than the moon. And I think that nations make that error. And so in certain ways, flags are, how would you say, they're prostheses. We use flags to prop up certain desires or lacks that we have. Perhaps that is why the flag can be so contentious. Many people have diverging opinions and attitudes about, and causes them to come to fisticuffs. What word would best suit this? And I thought, well, why not a word that has very little space in it? When speaking of big things, use small words. Trinket. That has more letters perhaps than I would like.
So, such a powerful piece, and as I said, it was from 2015. So, I definitely think one of the things that I love about Popel and also about artists in general, and why I have such a witch crush on artists, is artists are visionaries. Let me say that one more time. Artists are visionaries. Artists are able to see beyond time and space and to really witness some of the things that are emerging in our systems. And so in that piece, you could really see how Popel was grappling with what flags mean, what they represent, and also that tension that he's talking about, that space of opening up. And we are in that space right now of opening up so profoundly. One thing I've noticed here in Oklahoma is a lot of people are kind of putting flags outside their home, kind of almost like decorating and also in many ways protecting their homes with flags. And I've seen that as a strategy by a lot of people. And sometimes, this could be seen as a way of honoring, but it could also be seen as a way of placating, placating police violence, placating maybe a fear that, if you're seen as not being patriotic, that it could, potentially endanger you. So these are things that, definitely I feel like we're all grappling with in this moment. We're grappling with the ways that we've learned the narrative or the story of this country, and also how different people have different stories that they share about this country and what that represents. And so, the third divine artist witch that I want to share with you all today is someone who is more of a contemporary artist, and there's someone I actually just saw their work for the first time yesterday. So you are being brought to you some of the most recent magic that I'm experiencing and that I'm getting a witch crush on. So the next person we're going to talk about, their name is Huntrezz. So Huntrezz is an incredible artist. I have no idea how they even create some of the work that they make. And I think that that's so magical, and I cannot wait for you all just to see what they do. Total tech witch. And you are also all seeing my tech magic here as I'm kind of working live, recreating, see growing, getting smaller. Yes, tech magic. Witches to the front and center, black witches to the front and center, work your tech magic. Yes. So speaking of tech magic, Huntrezz has some incredible magic, and I will share a few with you, and I would love to hear what you all think about these because they are so divine. So the first one I want to share is this incredible, incredible church video. Yes. I feel like there's so much said in that piece, especially with this powerful person coming into that church space, holding space, really bringing in the natural, bringing in the ancestral, the decolonizing, the gender expansive, so much magic in that person. You can feel it emanating from them, and that music is incredible. Oh my goodness, so much. And so the next video is another really powerful video as well. Ah, yes. Oh my goodness. So powerful. Yes. I'm not surprised you got chills. I definitely have gotten so many chills watching this incredible work by Huntrezz. They really are weaving together so many different lineages and concepts and ideas, and it's really forging a powerful space. And oh my goodness, I'm so honored that I get to share this with you all. I'm so grateful to them for allowing us to share this work and for you all to see it. And the last video I want to show you all is a little intense, but it's also so powerful. It's actually the way I got to learn about them and their work yesterday, and I wanted just to share with you all. It's also very, I would say, very much in the conversation that we're having now, and very much what we've been talking about this whole time. So I'll show this last video here. Can we just take a moment and celebrate that? Like, what? Y'all know how much I love like mutant magic, gender expansive magic. So Huntrezz is embodying so much of what I love and what I get witch crushes in. That last video, the person, the being, the divine mutant being that was in the center, that's actually, that looks a lot like them. So you kind of get a sense of what they look like. They're so, so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, Angela, I'm just going to read your comment here. Popel just created so much space for healing within me. Edgar, you are offering a majestic cathedral to our healing and visions. Oh, thank you so much, Angela. I really appreciate that comment. Yes, Popel's work has really transformed my life in so many ways, and I'm so grateful to their practice, to their praxis, to their words, to their presence. I've been honored to see them speak. I actually saw them speak at my university when I was in undergrad, and they are such a powerful speaker. They are so wise. Highly recommend folks check out their work. There are a lot of interviews online on YouTube, and I also linked the 2 videos that I showed of William Popel's in the description box. And for Huntrezz, I also linked their Instagram account. So if you want to go check out their work and give them some love, give them some support, Yes, Thaddeus, rise above that powerful mutant magic. And I really want to envision that powerful mutant magic and all of the people challenging this state violence, this police violence, really challenging that energy and really working with our mutagenic magic because we all have that mutant magic within us. And so, yeah, thank you so much, Huntrezz. Thank you so much, Bad Mama Jamma. Thank you so much, Pope L, for being a part of Witch Crush Wednesday. I really appreciate you really doing this incredible work that we're doing, that you're doing, and I want to just center and honor it. And as I said, there are links to all of these incredible artists in the description box. And so, thank you to all of you so much for being here, a part of Witch Crush Wednesday. I really appreciate your support and your energy. This has been a very powerful process-based Witch Crush Wednesday. I'm gonna definitely be creating timestamps after I'm done with this live stream to make sure people can skip through those moments where I had to go into the other dimension to talk to the ancestors, or AKA I was having technical difficulties. But the last thing before I leave, I wanted just to share an exciting news. And I think, Angela, if you're still here, I'm excited to share this because this is something that you and I both are going to be doing together. And I'm really excited to talk about this. Yes, oh my God, it's Adornment of Freedom. Yes, Adornment of Freedom. I love that. Wear your freedom, wear your decolonial magic. Um, and so I wanted to share that in this upcoming void moon, we are going to be offering, myself and actually Angela Mary Magick are going to be offering a sacred ceremony for our community. And space is going to be limited. So we're going to be wanting to commune with a sacred small group of people and really hold each other in the powerful void moon magic. And so I'm going to share the flyer for our event. It is called Holding the Void, and it is happening on June 18 at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time or at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And as I said, it's going to be a small group. I'm linking in the description box information on how you can go check out Angela's link tree, which I know she kind of populates with all of the amazing things that she's working on. I also am linking her Instagram as well in the description box, but we will be posting, I think later on, I'm going to be posting about this workshop in my own Instagram. So if you want to sign up, I definitely recommend you do it quickly. As I said, we are only opening it up to a small group because what we're wanting to do is hold sacred space in a small group setting to really allow people to be held by the bountiful wellspring of the void, to be held in community, to be given love and attention and care. So if you're needing a place to process, to really bring in, you know, what you've been moving through, if you want to also hold space for others and kind of add your own river of love and compassion into the wellspring, we invite you to join us. And all of the money that we make for this ceremony, we're going to be donating it to the Black Trans Bail Fund. And I'm also, I don't have it right now, but I'm linking it after this video. If you want to just donate to them, also, I'm going to be linking how you could donate to them as well. And as I said, all of the money that we raise for this ceremony that we're hosting, we're going to be donating it. And that information is going to be coming very soon. It might already be on Angela Mary Magick's website. So as I said, I linked her link tree down, which does have a link to her website if you want to go check it out. And so thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of Witch Crush Wednesday, for kind of sticking through it with me through these technical difficulties. I kind of maybe think I figured out what was going on. So I'm hoping that we won't be having this in the future and that we can continue just enjoying being with one another. As I said, Witch Crush Wednesdays does come every Wednesday, I like to come on to the live stream and really share some space with all of you. And so, again, thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this live stream, for being a part of my community, for all of your support. I've just really appreciated just how much love I've been receiving across my platforms. I'm on YouTube, and I'm also on Instagram, and I'm on Facebook and Twitter as well. And I'm going to be posting my own link tree if people want to see my website or just different connections to my different links also. So thank you so much, everyone. It's been such a pleasure to connect with all of you today. And definitely please feel free to comment and to leave more information if you receive any downloads from Autumn Sage. I'm going to show that again. This beautiful Autumn Sage that is part of SunSong's SSEER lab. Please join the lab. Join us in connecting with these divine flower essences. And thank you so much for being a part of Witch Crush Wednesday. And if you have a friend, an artist, a witch, someone that you would love for me to highlight in Witch Crush Wednesday, please send me an email or send me a direct message on Instagram so that I could also highlight them as well. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you all have a beautiful day. We'll see you soon. Bye.